this is Lux here with BoLS Souls doing a Warmachine battle report with Gentleben. We've got Legion versus Menoth in one of the new 2012 Steamroller scenarios, Demolition. Let's take a second, we'll go over the army lists and figure out and the terrain.
Alright, so I'm bringing Thyra today. I've got a 35-point list with her. We got 2 units of Daughters, that's pretty standard right there. Blood of Martyrs. I've also got a Dervish and a Repenter because I just love these guys. I've got a Vassal, those pretty much expect to see one of those in a Menoth list. Got the Choir, got the Covenant, I've got some Racks. Over here in the Merc department, I've got Madeline Corbeau, she's super useful with Thyra because of intrigue. I've got Rupert Carvalho, who I'm thinking about maybe subbing in for Saxon Oric in the future because Rupert can't give Pathfinder to a Warcaster, and because Nisia is on the painting table, I've got Iris, Angel of Retribution, because she fits into that 3-point slot nicely. So that's my army, and let's go ahead and look at Steve's Legion army.
Hi folks, I've got my Legion of Everblight list here. I'm running a Tier 4 Absolonia list, 35 points. One of my favorite casters. Quick rundown, Absolonia is all War Beasts and support solos. No infantry at all in her tier list. I've got an Angelius, Typhon, a Seraph is my 3 heavies. I have 2 Shredders, Absolonia herself, Shepherds, Forsaken, and then a Stinger and a Harrier. It's very compact, very tight, and we'll see how it does against the horde of high defense Daughters of the Flame.
Alright, we're here at the end of round 1. We just went ahead with the first round all the way through because not that much really going on. Just some advancing here, trying to make sure neither one of us can claim the objectives, and that's really all that's going on. So hopefully there'll be something more interesting to report after the end of one of our following turns. Alrighty, so this is the bottom of Menoth turn 2. Everybody's moved up. If you'll see, there's something a little unusual going on. We've got Thyra all the way up here at the front with this whole Legion army staring at her. I'm trying something pretty dangerous here. I'm hoping that her Def 17 combined with the Covenant causing no knockdown and that 4 focus that she's got camped will keep her alive even from all of this craziness. And if I'm really lucky, Steve might not even try to assassinate her with stats like the one she's got right now. So this could be a very short battle report, but I really feel like the odds are in my favor. So with fingers crossed, I am ending my turn and handing it over to Steve. Steve, what do you think? You got any plans to kill her, or are you just going to play it by ear, see how it goes?
I don't think I have the attack boosting effectiveness to kill her. Most of my things would be 12s or even 13s with a few things to get. It's just too much with shooting. Not really possible.
Alright, well, yeah, maybe my gambit has paid off. So we'll see what happens at the end of Steve's turn 2. Right. Go ahead.
It's the end of round 2. Really all I did was move up a little bit and try and position. I took a few pot shots at Thyra with the Seraph, and as I expected, there's no way I could roll high enough to hit consistently enough to really threaten her. The Choir prevented me from shooting his Warjacks, and his infantry, the Daughters, are also such high defense that just too tough to really shoot at them. The elements that I have that can really take out a lot of these high defense low armor things are very short ranged, and with Thyra's feet, he outcharges me and outranges me. So I tried to play back conservatively. I played back a little bit and just trying to set up and get in position later and hopefully draw him in a little bit. We'll see how that works. The one upside is I had a Shredder take out Epic Eris, and that was okay. I lost a shepherd during Gentleben's turn at the top of the round, but I'm okay with that trade.
All right, and as for me, Steve has his own share of irritating little abilities that's going to keep his models alive. He's got the tenacity up on just about everything. Over on my end, I'm just really not sure what to do. Even this heavy over here with Forced Evolution is def 16. 17.
With tenacity.
So to hit it, I've got to worry about casting Carnage, and that's a lot of focus, and that means you know, one good hit could maybe end Thyra. So I have a lot to think about and a lot to try to figure out. Can't decide if I want to do an early feed or not yet. But I've got all these daughters over here. Maybe they can do something about the Seraph. We'll have to see how it turns out. So, what you're looking at is a Seraph that was not finished off by the combined efforts of the Daughters of the Flame and the Repenter. There's still a lot of cat and mouse going on here. We both have a lot of really dangerous, really high threat density pieces, and we're pretty worried about getting them too close to each other. So I've got my objective kind of full over here. I didn't have anything nearly fast enough or hard hitting enough to take down this Angelius and get into this objective. So we're still just kind of holding off. I really considered going up to the objective in the middle and using the demolition power to put one of those AoEs in his control zone, score point that way. But I don't know. You know, defense 17 is pretty high, but when you've got this horrible thing. What's its name, Steven?
Typhon.
Typhon! When you've got that horrible thing, and also Absolonia, and oh my god, no, that's just too much danger. So she's hiding over there. We got some tough daughters thanks to Rupert. So hopefully we'll just see what Steve does, and maybe he'll give me the opening I want. Alright, looks like Steve has figured out a way to take Thyra down. Maybe you Legion players saw this one coming. I don't get a chance to play against Legion nearly enough, even though we got Steve here pretty much every Wednesday. So, let's see. What's the plan again, Steve? Well, let's walk us through it. Let's see what you're going to do.
If it works. I have a couple problems that I got to do. I've got to get through that defense, and I have a couple ways to do it. And I need to get through some intervening models. I'm going to use my Forsaken here and here to try and Blight Bomb and clear out those daughters.
Alright.
Hopefully the two of those ought to clear that off the Seraph.
Yeah, I think that would be enough to do that.
The Seraph has its spirit and its mind down, so I need to use, after that's done, I can try and get the Stinger up and do just a token spray, see if it can hit, but really the Shepherd needs to get up to about here and heal the Seraph for hopefully 2 points, but 1 will do the trick if necessary.
Oh man, I really wish those daughters had taken out that Seraph.
Yeah, it's got about 6 boxes left. Typhon's still has Playing God, so it's got reach on him. I need to Slipstream Typhon and move Typhon up just a little bit to about there. Now, theoretically, the daughters are out of the way by then, hopefully.
All right, well.
And then from there on out, I can try and get, through tricky use of Repulsion, the Angelii Animus, push the Repenter out of the charge lane and out of the way, so that give Typhon a clear. But the Seraph standing still, needing 10s to hit with D3+1 shots, and then Typhon can get a direct charge, also hitting on 10s with token shots from the Angelius and the Stinger.
All right,
to maybe finish it off.
We'll start recording again when those dice start rolling, see if Thyra gets taken down by all of this. Alright, well, all that other stuff he said he was going to do has worked pretty well so far. So now it's time for him to roll the Seraph's dice against Thyra.
D3+1 shot.
How many shots? 3. Alright, well, he's being a gentleman and re-rolling, and I would have let him take those 3. So that's going to be 3 shots total, D3+1.
I'm going to be, since I need 10s to hit, I'm going to be boosting all my attack rolls, and then hopefully get to boost one of those damage rolls.
That sounds wise to me.
First shot.
First shot.
Misses.
Misses. Alright.
Second shot. Misses. Third shot. Can a guy get a 10? There we go.
Alright.
That'll hit. It's a POW 12. boosting my damage roll for the 4th Fury.
Alright, she's armor 14 base. She's got 3 focus on her. That puts her up to a 17.
Dice minus
so
5.
Minus 5. Let's see what we get here.
6. So there's 5, so 6 points of damage.
6 damage. Alright, it's not looking good. We'll come right back when Typhon is in her face, assuming he makes it.
Lux here, and it is the end of Legion's round 3. As you can see, Thyra is still alive. I did a little bit of damage to her with the Seraph and cleared out all those daughters around my Seraph. But a pursuit move from Enliven on that little Repenter, Ben did a great job, or an Enliven move, not a pursuit move.
Pursuit never got cast.
Pursuit never got cast. An Enliven move. He moved that Repent, took a little bit of damage. I had to get close and try and repulsion it out of the way. The Angelius charged it, couldn't do enough damage on that first hit, and he backed out of the way, blocked the charge lane for Typhon, and from there on out I just sort of did a little cleanup. A few of Typhon sprays, finished the thing off. I've still got Absolonia sitting on 1 Fury, though she's close to charge range for Thyra if Thyra feats. We'll see if that happens. I'm guessing it will.
Yeah, you might as well go ahead and pass it over here.
And then, but if I survive, I've got more than enough heavies and enough things around. I think I can.
Thyra's definitely going to make her assassination run this turn. All right, we had to interrupt that for a second because the game store manager had to make an announcement, but we're back. Okay, so Thyra's just about to check her control range to see if she can pull focus from her rack. It looks like she can. That'll give her 6. She's going to check her control area now, and definitely got Absolonia in there, that 12 inches. So she's going to feat now. She can immediately be placed anywhere within 2. She's going over here. Then she's going to go ahead and charge Absolonia, and Acrobatics is just going to bring her right over all this mess. She's got 6 focus going in. Now, Steven, what is Absolonia's defense?
Absolonia's defense right now is Tenacity, and so she is defense 17, armor 15.
Woo! Defense 17, armor 15.
Relying on that defense to protect me.
Alright, well, definitely going to want to boost that charge attack. So let's see there. Thyra's mat 8, so she's going to need a 9. And there we go, no crit effect. Minus 4, she's Weapon Master.
Uh-oh.
So that's going to be 4 dice. And right off the bat, we got 10 damage to Absolonia.
Minus 4.
Minus 4?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, 10 damage to Absolonia. And I'm going to boost that next attack. Needing a 9. I definitely got that one. And I'm just going to go ahead and boost damage on that last roll. Hopefully that'll be enough.
And that is enough.
Yep, that is enough.
And that is the end of Absolonia. She drops. Thyra wins the day.
And didn't we do a great job of showing you how to play scenarios? Alright, thanks a lot for watching, folks. That is a BoLS Warmachine Battle Report.
You want to do it? Well, it was a tough fight this time. It was my first time against Thyra, and I knew I had to watch out for that charge range, but I really wanted to get in a Blight field and try and shut down his Warjacks from getting focus. Got Absolonia just an inch or two too close, and knew it was a risk, just the way it worked out. First time against her, yep, watching out for that charge range. I had my chance and just didn't, the way the game worked, just didn't quite play it out. But it was close. I think in the end, in general, I think I did what I had to do, which is go for the assassination. My models have a real hard time hitting the high defense of his troops, and his choir could shut down all my shooting. So going for the assassination and win that way instead of scenario, I still think was the right call. I just misplayed it a little bit on a few inches.
Yep.
So we'll try again next time.
I think I don't think Steve expected me to move the Repenter in exactly that way. I think he thought I was going to try to move it closer to Typhon to block block the charge range, and then he would have been able to use Absolute Repulsion out of the way of Typhon's charge. But instead I moved it closer, and it blocked it just right. But I think, real quickly, we should give some credit to Miss Madeline Corbeau, who did a very good job of hiding behind Blood of Martyrs for most of the game, and she hid so well Steve pretty much completely forgot about her. But I think she probably, maybe even more than Thyra, deserves the MVP nomination for this game, because without her intrigue ability, Thyra would have been about an inch and a half too short. I pretty much had exactly the right amount of movement I needed to get Thyra in there and finish off Absolonia. So there you